Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hey everyone, looking at gold, daily, weekly, shorter term time frames, and then we'll go over a little NUGT trade I made at the end of the day. So gold is still weak. We did not confirm that bullish candlestick from Thursday. We're continuing to see lower lows, no lower wicks. Well, I won't say no, but very small lower wicks the past 2 days, showing the bears are still in control. We're looking to maintain the higher low pattern, which means we must form a higher low compared to 1309.20 and 1305.50. We still have this tightening pattern of lower highs and lower lows, but the bulls really need to show up in gold today, tonight, tomorrow to prevent from that key break of support. The weekly time frame, losing the middle Bollinger Band of 1319.64. We've been grinding against that support level recently, on the verge of a bearish break, especially if we head down towards 1300 and break those higher lows that I just pointed out. So let's now look at shorter term on gold. The hourly chart is trying to bounce from 1312 support. So we can see that would maintain, well, let's look at the 4 hour, that would maintain the higher low pattern that we're seeing. We've got lower highs and higher lows, a tightening range. Bullish reversal hammer on the 4 hour. The bulls need to confirm that and see follow through. And the bulls want to see a break of 1322.55 to see a higher high on the 4 hour chart play out. So the bears are absolutely still in control, but we are seeing some short term upside. And we'll see if that carries over into tomorrow. And if not, 1312. And then that 1309 level must hold for the bulls. So let's look at NUGT. Well, let's look at the bear miners first because they've been seeing a nice strong move over the past 2 weeks and heading up towards higher highs. A little bit of an upper wick of profit taking. We can see that JDST is struggling to close above 26 psychological resistance, and we've actually failed the last 5 times we've attempted that level. So that's a key resistance to be watching for JDST. And for NUGT, it is, or excuse me, for Dust, it is struggling at the $36 level, but you can see that was clearly support. Now it's acting as resistance, and the bulls still have work to do. They're on the verge of a bullish MACD cross, but it's still a lower high and lower low pattern until we can get above the highs of mid-September. So what I was interested in today was NUGT, and I like the nice higher low pattern that had been forming. We did break it today, but we had a clear 200-day moving average support of 1739 and a clear low 3-month low of 1715. So I played what I call a bottom fishing play, which is entering just above a very key support level, knowing that I had previous price and moving average support lining up to back each other up, and I would exit if we break 1715. Now it's very much trading against the trend, so I don't use large amounts when I'm trading against the trend, and I would exit if we broke that low. It's a low-risk trade because it's not a lot of a drop before breaking key support. High probability of getting stopped out, but if you hit the bottom and time that bottom, the reward certainly outweighs the risk. So let's look at where I entered and exited. The 5-minute chart saw some bounce towards the end of the day, and again, I knew that 1715 level was my must-hold, and once I entered the trade, and I entered at right about here when the price first closed above the 20-period 5-minute moving average support. And I said to myself, I will exit if the price breaks 1715 and we see a new 3-month low. We did see some nice follow through, and I was liking my entry in the trade. And then out of nowhere, we see a 15-minute dump, and it looks like I'm about to get stopped out and exit the trade for a small loss. But the bulls showed up, holding that support by 3 cents. So I stayed in the trade, and we saw a nice run up at the end of the day. And I was able to exit. I entered 1750 weekly calls at 95 cents on this candlestick. And then an hour, 2 hours later, I got filled with 1 minute left in the day. And I sold at, what did I say I entered at? I entered at 95 cents. I sold at 115. So it was a 22% gain for a 2.2% move. The ETF and UGT went up 2.2% in that time, and the calls went up 22%. So I locked in my gain because we're still trading against the trend. The bears are in control of gold, and I didn't want to hold overnight relying on gold turning things around to keep my trade profitable. If you give me 22%, trading counter the overall trend. At the end of the day, I'll take that every time. So that's just a short example of the trade. And again, bear miners still in control. The bull are looking for gold to confirm the 4-hour bullish reversal hammer. And we'll see where we end up heading into tomorrow. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great night.